you go. There's no way. I'm already so still burning. So hold to me close. Now baby, I do what I'm told. Still learning to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line. Yeah, you got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing, you're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, yeah. We could roll the dice. Act like you're surprised, but you already know. Oh yeah, got lucky overnight. Jackpot when I got the invite. Let me wrap my arms around you, cause I can't go home without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. So load up the dice, so heavy. The way that you roll, I'm falling. So I never fall. I'm ready to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line. Yeah, you got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing, you're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, we could roll the dice. Act like you're surprised, but you already know.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to this live stream, guys. And it's 8th of December. I hope everybody's really doing well. And so what are your plans for Christmas? How was this year for you? So we're just going to talk more on how I think the market looks like at this point. I've already updated the last stream, as you guys know about it. So just wanted to recap things as to what I discussed in my previous stream. Well, the previous stream I did mention that there are two possibilities. Either your 80,000 is your bottom. So practically this is already a bottom. We already bottomed. And right now we are aiming for ABC move that we have already seen in the past happening. However, that sort of move needs a very good, I would say, irregular expanded flat. And for that to happen, you clearly want to see at least 0.7, 0.14 Fibonacci levels, flip for any sort of a bullish sentiments. And you clearly need at least 0.886 to 0.786 fib retest. So $86,000 to $85,000 is what I personally expect from Bitcoin, and that would also mean that this is a possibility. If we are bullish, we can probably go to $85,000, and from there we can simply run up to $100,000. Okay, so that's one option. Hi Ali, hi brother, how are you? The second option that I really have is, as this is not A, B, and C, well, the C is still missing, and the C is not done. And what we should be doing is, so this is wave 1, 2, 3, that was your wave 4, and we go for the wave 5, the yellow one. So these are the two options that I have. Practically either the green one or the yellow one. So that's what you have for irregular expanded flat and the zigzag. So this is known as a zigzag correction. Now, of course, likelihood of V forming a very solid head and shoulder I think January, normally January is very bullish. Normally, if you just look at the historical data, January is the month probably we definitely push and we definitely pump, historically speaking. So January, I think I'm expecting, a bottom or accumulation before January, and January should be really good. February, early February as well, because March, April we have blood moon. So you would be, you really know what happened this first blood moon that we had in 2025. So what are the probabilities or possibilities probably going ahead for the market. I don't want to discuss those moments right now. So what I want to emphasize is as to where we should be looking to play swings. The green box is the premium zone. Is the biggest discount zone. So if you really get the price under this green box, it's like you should not miss it. You should just buy the spots and hold it. And even if you might just go probably underwater 5 to 10%, but you are going to make a really good money. You can expect 20-25% gains on those 5 to 10% of risk, which is still very, very good on your spots. And you can also play with the coin margin longs along with, slowly and gradually building Bitcoin long positions. So I think this green box is a very, very good levels to build some good positions on swings, Now, what if we just don't get it? What if we simply front run this green box? Now, to front run this green box, we really want to look for the 85K zone. Now, the 85K support is something we will see how are we going to hold it. But this $85,100 levels is really the big support, So I will see how are we going to hold. So in case if you are holding, we are not breaking, then definitely we can risk a little bit. We can take some good long scalps on around 85K with the confirmation, of course. I'm not gonna put the limits because we are the hard-term time frame at the moment have shifted from bullish to bearish. The weekly bear divergences, monthly bear divergences, and whatnot. We have MACD death cross. We already having it on the monthly time frame. So there's a lot of things that probably tells us that this is probably the start of a pullbacks that we have seen a pump from 16,000 to 126,000. So now we are getting a pullback for those pumps. So what normally happens on the hard-term time frame, many would say that this is bear market. I personally won't consider this as a bear market. Of course, we will see, bears probably taking charge in probably from now on till 2026, maybe September or August, till August, September 2026. But let's say this was 16,000, we pumped to 126,000. Like this is how we have pumped, This is how we have pumped. So definitely you need ABC pullback. Now once we get this ABC pullback, then you continue a pump like this again. So I personally don't consider this as some sort of a bear market. This is not a bear market, but this is like a pullback or a retracement in a bigger bull run. So this is your bull run, a pullback, a retracement, and then initiation of another big bull run. So that's what I personally think, and that's why I tell you that I don't consider this as a bear market. Even if it dumps, I consider it as a pullback. The bear market means that we are going under $16,000. That is going to be our bear market, which I really don't think so. So you have to forget about $16,000 now. Okay. So the plan is very, very simple on the hard-term time frame, as I've already mentioned previously as well. The plan is that this run we already had it. The similar run that we had already. And this is how we did A, B, and C. A very similar sort of a thing I would like to see. If we really want to do double top, or we don't want to form some sort of a head and shoulder like this, we want an accumulation, and that accumulation should happen right these levels. This is the levels probably you want to see accumulation. This This is your range. This is a deviation, a distribution, and we want to take this liquidity under and then, you know, just flip it back up and go up to these levels. Okay. So that's why I'm telling you the green box is the very best ultimate zone to buy BTC. The best zone is around 69,000 to anywhere between 69,000 to $73,000 is the best zone. But at this moment, the visibility is very low, whether we want to go straight to those levels or maybe just want to, you know, go for the range highs and then we want to go down. We will see. But at this moment, the range is making more sense to me, meaning that one more down probably would be nice, you know, just probably make everyone believe that we are in the bear market, and we simply, you know, just make them believe that we are going to 50K or whatever, but we just go down towards 70, you know, 77K, maybe even 74K, and then run it back up to 109K in January, February. So this is how I think the market should normally do. But as I mentioned, I don't want to be having any biasness for any of the scenario. So that's the reason irregular expanded flat is something I really don't want to discount. So that scenario is still very, very important. Irregular expanded flat, this one. So basically this is an irregular flat. It is forming one more down to 85K and then run it back up to take the liquidity around 108, 109K. And then we start dumping back down. That's a possibility. So that is one thing. Lower term time frame scenario. I have this cipher. I already mentioned it and posted it in Discord. And this cipher is going well. I posted it when BTC was around 92,000 or 91,989. And we already went down almost like $1,800. Ethereum also, this cipher I mentioned, but there is a possibility for ETH that we might just probably can't even do the test of 2025 value area. 2025 opens. In that process, we might just probably form maybe some sort of a some sort of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how we can form probably. So BTC and ETH, I both have this cipher. I'd like to see one more down towards 85K, take everyone out and then probably swing up. So just going to wait for a good swing. We have seen a lot of chop in the past few days. We shorted this level, if you remember. We shorted around these levels. And we booked profits around 86K. And then I did not longed it. Instead, I wanted to reshort BTC around those levels here. And it took me out. So, here I shorted it and it took me out. So because I was expecting 5 waves on the downside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this is how I was expecting, and simply just went up with 3 waves, A, B, and C. That's the reason I think this is wave A, this is wave B, and that's the reason, you know, we are likely gonna do this whole thing is A, B, and C. So chop has been real for sure, but I do think that this accumulation will end at some point, and we're just gonna look for some good volatility move in the next few days. So you definitely you have to be ready for those big swing moves, and that's the really good part about, you know, the swings, that the more you have patience, the more you try to build slowly and gradually with good entries. I think you're going to get good risk reward as well as good returns of the swings. Okay. And it's tension free basically. You just don't have to worry about those wicks and whatever. I mean, you ultimately wish for the bigger targets. So I know personally, many people would have shorted this red box. Yes, I have personally shorted as well with the BTC, you know, short. I personally, but I'm not gonna take profits because, as I mentioned, my target is around 69K for those personal shorts. I've been very vocal about it. This is your short zone. This is your short zone. Many are holding these shorts in the Discord as well. I know personally, and on DM, I guide them as to what you should do. But this is what I personally think. The swing, just forget about it. Just keep on riding it with stops at break even or maybe slight profits. I know. So for scalps and those who want to play intraday trades, I think this is very choppy for you. Honestly speaking, the risk reward won't make sense, because even if you want a long right now, you need to have your stop loss around 85k, and your take profit targets is your red box that you have above, so somewhere between 93,900 to 95k. That is going to be your the above targets, which makes the RR doesn't make sense practically. So the lower term time frame, as I already mentioned, I'm expecting the downside. USD DOM, I don't really know the LTF wave counts for the USD DOM because of this. Down, down, down. So this can be ABC, honestly, because I see 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So practically this can be ABC, meaning that this is clearly ABC. So this can be some sort of a wave 1, 2, run up wave 3, breakout, go up like this, take the liquidity. And once this liquidity is grabbed, boom, we long, and things gonna go for toss, something like this, So I would like to see something like this for USD DOM, honestly speaking, if you ask me. This is where anything above this dotted line is my buy. It's like a big buy for everything. You can just start with the spots, and then slowly and gradually you can start building coin margin longs, okay? Ethereum, I already mentioned, my friends, same plan for ETH. I really don't like to deflect from my plan, but I do see there is a very good bullish wolf waves forming on the ETH, or it's already formed, and hence there's the possibility that ETH is bottomed, meaning that we can go down, but we should be holding $2,700. We definitely should be holding it. And from there, we can just probably look for a push up to 2025 opens, and maybe to even 3,700. Normally, the bullish wolf wave targets normally are like this. So this is how normally the targets would be for the bullish wolf waves. The red box around $4,000 is also a possibility, but that's a very too far extended target. But yeah, I think this is a more reliable target at the moment. The green line, the deviation, and probably the red box is also a possibility. But Ethereum is definitely looking good. So just want to see how it's gonna hold, because Bitcoin dominance is definitely not looking good. It's looking bearish, and I'm still expecting BTC dominance to go and test around 57%, or maybe the double top around 64%. So if you just look at the ETH Bitcoin chart here on the Binance, the ETH BTC chart is clearly okay. This is a very good breakout, a very clean breakout. You have it. We already have seen a 5 waves on an upside. Okay, a very good breakout. Now that's also one thing, possibility is there that this is some sort of a wave A, B, 1, 2, and C like this. We push up, take the liquidity, and then dump like this. So this pump can be a very good sign for ETH pump, irregular expanded flat, where Ethereum pumps around 7% to 8% more than Bitcoin. So this is the only possible view I probably think for ETH BTC at the moment. A very possible wave count that you can have for ETH BTC. So that's what I really have for the market updates at the moment. Silver, I have this PO3 for silver. So you have very good PO3. This is a accumulation. Then you got a very nice manipulation wick. And now we are getting some sort of an distribution. So this is how I think the distribution should happen. And then we should go down like this to fill this fair value gap that we have around these levels, the fair value gap that we have around these levels, and the fair value gap we have around these levels. So this fair value gap is very likelihood for it filling out, and definitely this is where we should be looking to buy as well. Gold, the green line is my primary plan. ABC is what I would like to play. I would be aiming to buy or long swing for gold around $3,800 to $3,790. So plus minus $10, just forget about it. But that's what my plan for gold, at least for now. And I think gold is going to do that. But however, we also have yellow wave count, that's an irregular expanded flat, meaning that we can just probably sweep the highs from here, straight push up, and then we can come back down. If you remember, we already have a big swing from on gold. We literally caught the bottom around 3,125. We're just holding it, and we just want to continue push up till $4,800 to $5,000. Is that's the plan for gold? Okay. The next plan is the altcoins, others crypto market cap. Others crypto market cap, we are back at $205 billion for golden pocket zone. I think we are not yet done. We should be going to 796 Fibonacci levels, 184 billion to 175 billion. Just give me one more and kalas. Then we should be looking to buy. Just don't look for more and more downside. Then it would mean that certainly alts are going to literally go to zero. That's what it means, which I really don't think so. Of course, we have more than 20,000 coins. So definitely of those 20,000 coins, shit coins, only few will survive top 100, top 200, top max top 300. So the rest of those coins will go to zero, or the liquidity will vanish, you know. So you really need to be very much confident, or you can say you need to be very much vigilant and investing or putting your money on those shitty coins. Don't invest, just play the swings. I mean, once you see you're in good profits, put it in your stops in profits and ride, or you take profit on the go. Okay, that's what you should do. That would be my suggestion. Now there are a few alts that probably can do really good. Those coins are really breaking the barrier. First is the FAT coin. It's a shitty coin, but yes, definitely it's breaking the barrier. Now look at this structure. Look at this whole thing. So just look at it. FAT coin went to 786 and then reversed. Now assuming this is others crypto market cap, you want a one more final wick to 184 billion and then reverse to $285 billion. So practically how much money are we gonna make? It's like 56% minimum. So your alt season is coming. A 56% pump on alts are coming. Okay. So you need to understand, and that's how you're gonna make money. That's how we're gonna make money. Okay. So that's one thing. The FAT coin is definitely looking good, but I will be looking to short as well in case if we reject and we do something like this. You know, so this is your bottom, this is your AR, this is your ST, this is your, UT, and then we go for the spring. Once we got the spring, we go for reclamation, and then we go for run up. This is how I would like to see FAT coin playing out. So a good short opportunity is coming. And what about the AI coins? AI is very much hyped, especially Nvidia. I think it's going to lose a big amount of money probably in the future, but we will see. So AI, the coin that we have is FET. FET is literally, around bottom. This is the levels for the bottom, 17 cents. Yeah, maybe slightly lower. Yeah, around 16.7. I mean 17 cents. Yeah. So FET, if this can hold 16.7 cents, I believe we need to go for an accumulation, forming a range like this. Range. In that process, we can even take this lows, go for like very much low, and then we can have a solid move. So I'm not going to tell you that we're going to run up straight away probably, but this is how I think FET should do, at least for the next. So if you think that 17 cents is good, I think the spots buying at 17 cents would be much better, giving you an investment return of at least 189 to 200% gains. It's a 1x or 2x gains minimum for FET. So definitely I'll be buying good spot backs for FET. Of course, you need to also understand the risk. The risk is it's dead basically. So you can expect it to go down around 38%. Now, if this is how FET should play out, then definitely Tau should also be a very good, investment in my view. So if you look at the Tau, I do think that, let me just see Tau chart on Binance because we have a good chart. Yeah, The plan has already played out, so just gonna perfect. So if you look at the Tau, what I personally think for Tau is the support that we have for Tau is around here. That's your first $167.2 support. The another support that we have, which is currently the price is holding around $290 support. So if this 290 loses, then we can see a wick to 160, maybe 167 to $170. And if in terms from 786 Fibonacci levels, you can expect it to go around 221 as well. And from there, we can run up to 481. So yes, even Tower can give us a good risk return of 1x, 119 to 120%. So I think Tower is also a very good, probably a very good investment from an investment perspective. Like 1x, 2x easy it can give you. Not 2x, but 1x to 1.5x. ZEC already sweep the highs. Now you wait for the deviation, and once it deviates, it has took all the liquidity. Once it deviates, we can short the red one, or if it's bullish, we can go for the yellow one straight to the bigger liquidity pool that we have around these zone. This is going to be the first levels for ZEC practically. What is the wave count we have? 1 A B C A B 1 2. So if this is wave 2, then wave 4 should not go beyond 0.5 Fibonacci levels. Yeah, 457 is a possibility, and 494 is gonna be invalidation, meaning that we can push up till 457. Yeah, and this is going to be your wave 4, and it's your bear flag. So yeah, so you're already gonna test this, come back down, short it, short more, and down like this. We can even run up slightly higher for the 0.5, 457, $459 as well, and then we can form a very nice short as well. Okay, two possibilities, but overall I think this looks bearish to me because of the wave counts. 1 2 3 4 5, so one more is missing. Okay, total crypto market cap, same plan, ladies and gentlemen, nothing changes. I think I already mentioned about it in the previous stream. Nothing changes, no changes at all. So this is your 1 2 1 2 3 A B C 4 5. Now total is a very clear direction that we want to go down. No irregular exponential flat, nothing. Total tells me that we should go down. So if that is the case, then BTC should be following the yellow plan and not the green one. So we will see what it does. But what we can do is we can simply do the deviation. What we can do is we can go bounce from 786 double top and then further down, creating a further liquidity on the downside. This is a possibility, but at the moment, total is clearly looking for like 5 waves on the down, 3 waves on the downside, one more missing. So that's all what I have for the today's stream and update from the market. And if you have any questions, you can always ask those questions on Discord or on X. Do like this stream, guys. I need at least 50 likes on the stream, and I'm just gonna keep on repeating or doing this stream daily. I'll also be doing the price action algo stream, so that we all can probably, I know many of you guys know about it, but if you don't know, I'll teach you how to use those algos. It's very easy, and it can give you good risk reward, especially for gold. I play gold, and I like it actually. So that's all, guys, and have a nice night. Bye bye.